I'm Delilah and I'm about to vent.
Okay then. So now, as far as doing what's best for you, now that you don't have to account for anybody, how would a dude have to penetrate that force field of that?
I think he would have to, his presence would have to make my life better.
Hmm.
Um, in some type of way. Whether that's bringing me a happiness that I've never had before or making my life easier because he provides some support that, you know, that I don't have, that I might need. Um, Ideally, it's a little bit of everything.
Hmm.
But I feel like, in this day and age, everyone is focused on survival in a way. So it's just like everyone's focused on themselves and they don't really have it in them to give that much energy and effort to another person.
How much energy do you need?
It's not even about I need a lot. It's specific in particular, and like the energy and the chemistry has to fit.
Hmm.
So it has to be effortless. Like I don't want to have to change who I am to
Oh,
fit into a relationship
your life is lit.
dynamic.
Why the fuck would you want to? Exactly. You have to. That you see, that makes sense.
And
That makes sense.
I hate to say it this way because then it's like who she thinks she
No,
is, you
fuck that.
know?
You're happy. If anything, I think this is the ideal circumstances to date. You're under the ideal circumstances to date. You understand what I'm saying? You're happy. Well, yeah. So like, bruh, you just ain't really,
You gotta
ain't really added.
you gotta pull up
Yeah,
with something
really,
like
you ain't
something
really
like,
added. I need something. You gotta bring something to the table.
and it's not even like, oh, you gotta pay all the bills because there's these
No,
things.
but you gotta be. You're happy, so
Hmm.
there doesn't need to be a compromise for you because you're already happy. It's
Exactly.
like, what are we negotiating here? There's no negotiating table. I have this, so your only thing you can do is add.
Mm.
And if you're not doing that, then yeah, I get that. I think like you might have like the best the best circumstances for dating.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like being happy and being happy with your life.
Right. And being fulfilled and having purpose and having like, a good head on my shoulders and knowing what I want and knowing how to get what I want and not needing a person and not being codependent and, like not being possessive because I'm like, I'm not that I'm out, but like, I'm not trying to be up under you because I have my own life to live. Not to say that you can't be a part of my life and I can't be a part of yours, but it's not easy to find that good fit.
What's the most difficult part? What's usually missing?
The effort, the energy. I think oftentimes guys get further with other women with less. So it's like you meet me and you think you could, play these little kind of, I don't want to call it games, but you could put in like this weak energy and it's just like, it's not impressive to me. So
Example.
An example? I don't know, like, alright, so this one guy, like, I was one of the last guys I was dating or seeing, like, he would want to do, like, very uninteresting things. Like, I don't need to go to dinner, like, every week or, like, I don't know, and then, like, it didn't, there wasn't consistency and it just didn't feel right, it didn't fit, didn't click, there was nothing, so... It's just, for me, I gotta feel the energy. Like, I gotta feel that, like, you want to be here. And I think sometimes, like, either the guy...
How do I, I'm sorry for interrupting. How do I feel like, how do I make you feel like I want to be there without, being up under you or wanting to be up under you and stuff like that, because you just said you have your own life.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that could lead to a dude saying like, I'm gonna live my life, you live yours, and we gonna connect when we connect. Where I might want to be there. You stated like, I want to live my life.
Yeah.
So where's the middle here? What we talking about?
The middle. See, the thing is, it's interesting because I feel like in these situations, there's no specific remedy to it. I can't say.
It's just a feeling.
It's a feeling. It's just when it's right, it's right. Like certain people who I felt really close to, they didn't have really enough time to give me physical time, but they were always on the, like, I could always reach them on the phone. The conversation was always there. It was always interesting. It was always, you know, fun or cute or whatever. But then the other people that are like pull up all the time, but it's just like, you hear, but it's like, what's the conversation like? What are we doing? Like, do I feel like, oh my God, this interaction has left me better in some way? Did I really enjoy this interaction? Am I learning something? Like, or am I just like, I don't like to talk about myself. And I feel like a lot of times people have this image of me, whether sometimes it's like social media or like you have a conversation, right? And I tell you, yeah, this is what I'm doing in life, and it's, oh, there's like this excitement, and it's just like, I don't,
telling
like,
people about yourself is always going to seem like bragging unless you're around.
And I don't like that, because I don't want to brag. I don't really want to talk about myself. I want to know more about you, and I want you to be interested, and I want to be interested in your life and what you have going on, and you know.
So how you get here? How you get here?
How did
couch?
How did I get on this couch?
We're here now.
Well, one of your former guests was on it, and I was like, and he said it to me. He said, "Oh, watch this. Tell me what you think." So I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting. I would like to try that." So now I'm here.
Okay, so it's nice to have an outlet. It's nice somebody to listen.
Oh yeah.
Like, so yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, so you know, maybe there might be a little tad bit of room, an inch or two for somebody.
No, yeah. I'm listening. Come. There's room for you here.
Yeah. We're going to drop the social media app.
But it's just like, you know, the energy got to be right. And I don't have particular standards, you know, like it's just the energy and the connection has to be there. And there's no specific remedy of what that looks like.